Hello everyone. Watch this video to see jaw-dropping attacks, one versus all battles, and epic territorial fights. These amazing animal fights will show you what happens when they choose the wrong enemy. Let's get it on. Honey badgers are real legends. They may be small, but they aren't afraid to confront any foe, even one that fancies itself as the king of the jungle. A pack of bold hyenas has decided that a little elephant could make a great meal. However, with a couple of adults nearby, that's a dangerous game to play.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh my god, guys.
These African dogs behave just like schoolyard bullies. They love to bother others. The best way to conquer fear is to face it head on. Just look at how a daring leap toward danger saved this rabbit's life.
Oh. You bugger.
This rooster deserves a medal for saving a life. Just look at how he defended the hen from a sneaky hawk that got into the chicken coop. Turtles are known as the kings of defense, as few predators can harm them. This is especially true for snakes, which usually swallow their prey whole. However, in this case, things took an unusual turn. The snake pushed its head into the turtle's shell, which turned out to be a fatal mistake. It became trapped inside and could only escape through tremendous effort. This will be a lesson for life. It's best not to mess with turtles. It's a testament to nature's wisdom that such strong and fierce animals as bears don't need to inflict serious injuries on one another. A gentle scuffle is enough to determine their rank. No one should touch a cat unless it gives permission. This monkey's completely stunned by how quickly the cat reacts.
Oh yeah, I got it. Dude, yes. That is so cool. Whoa, man.
One strike was so strong it sent a seal flying several meters into the air. This kangaroo definitely knows a thing or two about martial arts. Its stance and control over opponents are simply impeccable. This young leopard isn't very skilled at hunting. For a whole hour and a half, he attacked a self-assured porcupine, only to end up with sharp quills in his paws instead of lunch. Eventually, the leopard pretended he had an appointment and slipped away into the grass. This is a super heavyweight showdown. Unlike human boxing, there are no controversies over judging here. Whoever backs down loses. Now that's some strength. A ram can easily smash through a 5 centimeter thick board with its head. Monkey gang fights over territory are a common sight in many Asian cities. In Thailand, authorities even capture the leaders of these groups who instigate territorial battles. The proud cats are okay with one dog on a leash, but when a second one appeared, it was the last straw.
Isn't it? And then you got to... Oh, I'm down on the tag though. Did you get it?
Typically, pets aren't fond of visitors from the woods, and this guard horse decided to chase away the moose immediately.
Okay, I must go back to grinding stone. Okay, I must go back to grinding stone.
Yeah, Richard, I've just sent you a message on WhatsApp, but it's not going through.
Who's cooler, elephant or two rhinos? Even they couldn't figure out who should give way.
Okay, Roger. Okay, Roger.
While the black bear isn't as fierce as a grizzly, it's definitely not wise to provoke it.
Josh. Oh my god.
This lion probably hurt the cheetah cubs, and he's not going to have an easy time of it now. Cows are just curious, but the rooster takes his job seriously and is ready to fight off an entire herd. This rooster realised that the toughest battle is the one you fight with yourself.
Hey, little buddy.
An unexpected strike is the most effective. Brown bears tend to be loners and are quite self-centered. If they unexpectedly meet, they usually end up fighting to prove who's the toughest. The weight of a moose can reach 800 kilograms, and their antlers can span up to 2 meters. When males fight in their ritual displays, the sound of their combat carries for kilometers around. Rabbits are often seen as timid creatures, but this little guy has the heart of a hero. The snake is so stunned by what's happening that it wants to get a better look at this daring rabbit. If you have lions and cheetahs in your family, you can pick your battles with truly fearsome rivals.
Han er katta så sulten.
Jeg er redd for pus, ja. De kan sparke den, vet du. Ja.
Thanks to the anatomy of their eyes and the way that their brains process visuals, cats see the world as moving roughly 1.5 times slower than humans. Their remarkable reaction time, which can be as quick as 20 to 70 milliseconds, allows them to take on even the fastest hunters, such as snakes. Hippos and crocodiles have coexisted for millions of years. Generally, adult animals don't attack each other, but mother hippos are always wary of crocodiles lurking near their young.
Das ist kurz weg, ja. Ah, das fies denn noch.
An epic showdown of two dragons that'd make even the UFC jealous. The one who owns the blanket runs the entire zoo. The cat on Border Patrol is on duty and doing an excellent job. Something went wrong in the food chain. This goose is impossible. He turned an innocent game into a fierce competition and then began bragging about his win to everyone. A small jewel in Tibet, a bull defends its championship belt. feels like a scene in a bar where an obnoxious stranger has taken your favourite seat. Two charming mischief makers have met for a friendly showdown. This duo is sure to become the terror of the whole neighbourhood. Yaks are tough creatures from the Himalayas that can weigh up to a ton. It's amazing how fast these giants can move during a fight. What a great friendly sparring match. In this video, Mr. Fox tries to remind Badger about his diet. But it's completely futile. It's one of the most embarrassing moments in feline history. This fluffy homeowner isn't going to put up with any uninvited guests, especially those who steal his food. These guys are just passionate about fighting. One focuses on sheer mass, while the other concentrates on technique and speed. Peacocks and turkeys are part of the Phasianidae family, As is often the case with relatives, they love to hash things out. A reminder from the hamster. In a duel, it's not size that matters, but agility and determination.
They want to fight.
The duck style versus the goat style. It feels like a secret episode of Kung Fu Panda.
Whoa! Whoa! Dog takes down cheetah. Oh my god! They're getting crazy now. Dang, cheetahs are soft.
Props to that dog for not going all out in the fight. It seems that the bulldog has found its soulmate. The best fight is the one you manage to avoid. Nothing out of the ordinary, just a dog training the world's first shepherd rabbit. Wallabies are much smaller than regular kangaroos, making them a suitable sparring partner for a cat.
Divers should exercise caution when whales are feeding nearby. There's a reported case where a humpback whale accidentally swallowed a diver, only to spit him out 40 seconds later. Disarming an old mine in the waters of the Baltic Sea. Now that's power. During training exercises, fighter pilots practice precision missile strikes, and their targeting accuracy is truly impressive. The brilliant dismantling of the aqueduct in China.
On 3, 2, 3.
Whoa! That was good.
That was amazing.
How do you guys feel?
Captivating scenes from the groundbreaking test launches of Nebula 1, the first reusable heavy rocket featuring kerosene-oxygen engines at a spaceport in Inner Mongolia. This frog is a real drama queen. The Cape Rain frog is a rare species from South Africa. When threatened, they inflate by gulping air and making sounds that are nearly at the ultrasonic range. Only the art of Kung Fu saved that squirrel.
And you can throw it quickly on all directions.
A majestic white-tailed deer greets visitors in its domain. Just don't mention that you forgot to buy the food. This must be the strangest chase you've ever seen.
Wow.
Kudos to all the pilots who selflessly fight against wildfires. This section of the Colorado River is classified as a very difficult rapid, requiring the crew to maneuver the boat with exceptional intensity and precision.
Can you get off, please? I need to...
This looks like a visit from a wildlife inspector.
Somebody on Snoop there. Dude! Leave!
Please don't bite me. I just know you're gonna bite me. You're too big. Ow! It hurts! Ow! Mother!
The most meticulous dentists in the world. Technically, he can fish straight from his front porch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
In billiards, it's not only about skill. Players need a remarkable memory to keep track of where the balls are. A brilliant idea for a romantic fireworks show. At first glance, the blades of a wind turbine might not look too big, but seeing one in a German town reveals their true size: 60 meters long and weighing 7 tons. This isn't just a floating house anymore, it's a floating neighborhood. The common fried mushroom has turned into a problem in statistical physics. Take a look at what happened to the tree after it was struck by lightning.
I do believe this is the tree. Yes, blew right through. God damn. Yeah.
This mechanism is used for the mass harvesting of squid. Who says logistics is boring? Check out how trucks park on that massive barge. This is what real street food is all about. One more reason China feels like it's in 2054. This tunnel is equipped with gates to prevent snow and rain from falling onto the road. This is a classic pie recipe made right in the scorching sand of the Karakum Desert. I'm sure it comes out super crunchy.
Oh my god, I can't see anything. Oh my god, my mirror! I caught that on video! Ah!
The precision of robotic manipulators is simply incredible. Once, reindeer were the primary means of transportation in the far north, but times have changed.
Молодцы, спасибо вам. Как зовут оленя? Ой, злится, а? Бейба.
A rare catch, a sawfish was hooked in Florida. The Hebridean sheep is a breed of black sheep from Scotland, often distinguished by having 2 pairs of horns. How about a game of Mahjong? We should go back to engineering school.
mà chị. Ale. Ai mà có bạn cho thì. Mà. Tới xem mày. Tới cho mày. Tới mày.我得解哈，解这个扣。上！哎呦我，慢点上！上！好，啊！挡那边下不来了。得上！得上！哎呦，双！妹。
然后返回来。
哎，有点你也别太乖。
There's probably no better way to kick off a journey.
Cả nhà ơi, bây giờ nước lên cái con gì nó bò mà nó dài hơn con rắn nữa anh chị. Con này dài 1 mét mấy mà không biết con gì đó lòm. Trời ơi, nhìn thấy ghê quá. Nó bự bằng ngón tay cái vậy anh chị. Mà nó dài, này kéo qua dài không có 2 mét á. Dài lắm luôn anh chị ơi. Anh chị mình biết con này con gì không? Anh chị comment lên giùm Khương nha.
The things you do for some peace and quiet. Animals teach us to embrace life and find joy in every kind of weather. One of the most magical things ever is Niagara Falls during a severe freeze.
They have a lot of texture on them, which the oysters will attach to in a couple of weeks. And I'm very excited about having this project to protect the shoreline of the Alphi Bay.
Action happening there.
On top of the other ball over here. You gotta go back and forth through the shore.
A good sense of style can save you in any situation.
Hashtag on the signs right here is just the name of the movie.
Nó chỉ hát có gì? Wow, mà cái chú này là ăn hát đấy nè.
Hello, everyone. From rough materials to smooth tableware, all thanks to the careful and skilled work of a professional.
It's a finished piece. I do like it a lot. Looks really cool.
I'm convinced that epoxy resin surfboards were made just to enjoy the captivating manufacturing process. guy can make concrete as smooth as silk. Don't worry, it doesn't ruin the high-quality wood. In fact, the charring actually extends its lifespan by decades. They collect dozens of bananas faster than you can even eat one. Rubber is used to make things like tires, cables, pipes, and many other items. But let's go back to the source and explore how this material is gathered. Peeling bark off a tree looks much easier than it actually is, and look at how perfectly he's doing it. This isn't artificial intelligence. This flawless roof was built by the hands of these workers. In the hands of a professional, leather can be transformed into a unique accessory. All it takes is the proper tools, skill, and creativity. A guy can turn regular cement into anything with a spatula, even incredibly realistic looking rock. He's so good at trimming brushes, I'd trust him with my haircut. It's too pretty to eat. I'd want to leave it as a piece of decor instead. Anyone passing by the wall will think it's actually made of stone. What an incredible talent. Seems like it's never been this spotless, even when it was brand new. His meticulous approach ensures that the tiles are as perfectly level as the surface of water.
Andy Richard, how much does it cost? It really does depend on the size of the area, the drainage, the steps, manhole covers. There's a few little variables that sort of come into play. Gravel breakfast.
Just imagine how much time and effort they saved with this brilliant life hack. They've worked together for so long that they've perfected not just the technique, but also the choreography. This pal knows that removing rust is no easy task, but with his awesome gadget, he handles it like a pro. Yes, he actually gets paid for this stress-relieving job. The perfect door for those moments when boredom kicks in. Have you ever seen how massive springs are made? Here's a small part of the process. With such precision and attention to detail, the guy could easily have become a surgeon. The process of pouring epoxy floors is always captivating, with results that never fail to impress. Every perfectionist should give this kind of work a try at least once in their life. The most satisfying part of his job is the final step, trimming away the extra wallpaper. He handles it with such finesse. While some were saying that setting up the security post was a long and tedious process, he had already done it. It's clear why handmade lace is worth every penny. Hello everyone! There aren't many plants in the world that are given their own names, but this giant truly deserves the honor. General Sherman, a giant sequoia, also known as Sequoia dendron giganteum, holds the title of the largest and heaviest living organism on Earth. Standing at 85 meters tall, General Sherman weighs nearly 2,000 tons. The trunk diameter at its base measures 11 meters, which means that it takes 17 people to wrap their arms around this magnificent tree. The sheer size of the sequoia is breathtaking, but its age is just as impressive. Named in 1879 after a Civil War general, this tree is much older than those events, and even the European discovery of America. Experts suggest that the giant sequoia is over 2,500 years old. It's quite possible that General Sherman sprouted in the same year Rome was founded. Touching this grand tree is like reaching out to history itself. The Tree of Tuel, whose name in the Nahuatl language means Old Man of the Water, is one of the most famous trees in the world, and the main attraction of Santa Maria del Tuel in southern Mexico. It belongs to the species Taxodium mucronatum, an evergreen conifer known for its strong rot-resistant wood. The size of the Tree of Tuel is truly astonishing, with a circumference of about 42 meters and a diameter of 14 meters. Initially, it was thought to be several trunks growing together, but DNA testing confirmed that it is indeed one massive tree. It holds the record for the thickest trunk of any tree in the world. According to local legends, a priest planted the Tree of Tuel 1,400 years ago to honor Ehecatl, the wind god. This tree is said to have magical qualities, with patterns on its bark resembling images of people and animals. The Canary Islands dragon tree comes from Africa and is especially renowned as a symbol of the region. These large plants can have trunks that measure up to 8 meters in circumference and are known for their distinctive appearance and longevity. Many of these trees have been recognized for centuries and even bear individual names. What stands out the most about this tree is its unique resin called dragon's blood. When the bark is cut, a red liquid flows out that's almost indistinguishable from blood. It looks a bit frightening. According to Indian legend, this is the aftermath of a battle between a ferocious snake and Shiva, the divine elephant. In reality, the sap is a protective mechanism that helps the dragon tree survive damage, disease, and insect infestations. This liquid has a unique composition and has been used by humans since ancient times. It's utilized for wound healing, as an effective cosmetic treatment, and even in winemaking. In the village of Dinosa in Montenegro, there's a truly unique tree with no equal anywhere in the world. It's technically a mulberry tree, but what sets it apart is that this ancient tree is also a natural fountain. Inside its old trunk, a hollow cavity is formed, and the ground beneath is rich with springs. When spring arrives and groundwater levels rise, water bursts out from the tree, turning the surrounding field into a shallow lake. Located in the Namib-Naukluft National Park, Deadfly is one of Namibia's signature sites. Its stunning landscape evokes the dreamlike imagery found in the works of Salvador Dali. Centuries ago, this area was a thriving valley, but the shifting sands of the dunes changed the course of the Tsauchab River. Now, it's a valley of death. Scattered across the flat, pavement-like plateau, surrounded by orange sands, are the remains of dead trees. Mostly acacias, they perished centuries ago, but due to the extreme dryness, they haven't decomposed. Instead, they've blackened and hardened. They have become monuments of a bygone era and natural art objects, drawing thousands of tourists and professional photographers to Deadfly with their haunting beauty. This incredible story took place on Vashon Island in Washington. If you walk just 10 meters into the woods from a local cafe, you'll find a tree with a child's bicycle embedded in it. The bike is hanging 2 meters off the ground. The most surprising thing is that we know the whole story behind it. Back in 1954, an 8-year-old boy left his new bike in the woods because it was a girl's model. Half a century later, when the bicycle tree had become famous, an elderly man came by and recognized the bike he once left behind, with the front wheels still turning. The tree has since become a symbol of time's fleeting nature and the constant changes in the world. It's hard to imagine an African landscape without the baobab. This remarkable tree is undoubtedly one of the most fascinating and significant on the planet. With a shape that narrows towards the top like a bottle, the baobab tree is easily recognizable. It's evolved to thrive in extreme climates. The trunk, which can reach diameters of up to 10 meters, is impressively thick and smooth, filled with soft, porous tissues that hold thousands of liters of water. In times of drought, baobabs frequently lose their leaves, resulting in a strikingly unusual look. The 6 species of African baobabs are extensively used by locals, with every part of the tree finding its own use. The bark provides fiber, the young leaves and fruit pulp are consumed as food, and the seeds are brewed into a drink similar to coffee. So, it's not surprising that in the spiritual traditions of various cultures, the baobab stands as a symbol of life, fertility, and the protector of the earth. The Angel Oak, located on Johns Island near the South Carolina coast, is an awe-inspiring tree that's over 500 years old. Its sprawling canopy covers 1,600 square meters, with some branches stretching over 50 meters. This picturesque tree is the subject of local legends and a favorite spot for walks and relaxation. Trees are certainly living beings, but sometimes we see this in surprising ways. During strong winds, it seems like the tree is dancing. Forests have always been shrouded in an aura of mystery and intrigue, and in this case, that sentiment is entirely justified. This is a pine grove known as the Crooked Forest, located in Poland's West Pomerania region near the Baltic Sea. Each tree in this forest bends sharply at the base at a 90-degree angle, arcs its trunk, and then grows vertically again at heights between 1 and 3 meters. It somewhat resembles bonsai techniques, but on a much larger scale. The origins of this phenomenon are still shrouded in mystery. Some suggest that it's the result of human intervention, with each tree potentially being manually shaped for use in making furniture or boats. In any case, the Crooked Forest has become a fantastic spot for tourists who enjoy its enchanting ambience. The Oak Chapel is a source of pride for the residents of Allouville, a village in northern France. The history of this remarkable site is simply astounding. The tree itself, a pedunculate oak, is over 1,200 years old. It stands 18 meters tall and has a circumference of 16 meters. Back in the 16th century, 2 chapels were built inside its hollow, the Chapel of Our Lady and the Hermit's Chapel. Since then, the tree's become a pilgrimage destination and the subject of numerous legends. Priests and hermits once lived in it, and during the French Revolution, it was nearly set on fire as a religious symbol. Today, this amazing tree draws 30 to 40,000 visitors every year. In the depths of California's Redwood National Park lies a hidden treasure that remained unknown until 2006. This is particularly surprising, considering it's the tallest tree on Earth. The height of the giant sequoia known as Hyperion reaches nearly 116 meters. This remarkable tree, towering above its peers, is estimated to be around 700 years old. Its exact location is kept secret to prevent heavy tourist traffic from harming the delicate ecosystem in which this unique specimen has thrived for centuries. Giant sequoias are among the oldest tree species and are considered sacred by the Chumash tribe. As members of this tribe express, destroy these trees and you will destroy the Creator's love. A unique opportunity to drive through a tree. The chandelier tree in Leggett, California is a well-known attraction. It's a 96-meter-tall sequoia that had a tunnel carved into it in the 1930s to allow cars to pass through. Though today it seems like an act of destruction, at the time it was a typical way to encourage car tourism. Despite its ancient age of about 2,000 years, the tree is still alive and growing. It's called the chandelier tree because its branches, hanging from 30 meters up, resemble a chandelier. The Salmonia salmon tree, belonging to the legume family, has many names, including monkey pod and rain tree. It's easy to see why. You can find shelter from the rain under its enormous canopy, which is shaped like an umbrella. This is especially true for a remarkable specimen located near the town of Kanchanaburi in Thailand, whose crown spans over 50 meters wide. Under its sprawling branches, all the students from a local school can easily find shade.
Who didn't finish cutting down this tree? You cannot just leave them floating. What the hell, people?
When the creative forces of humanity and nature come together, amazing things can happen. This project, blending art with horticulture, took shape in an experimental agricultural laboratory in New York and is called the Tree of 40 Fruits. Its artist, Sam Van Aken, playfully describes his creations as Frankenstein trees. Through hybridization, one tree can be grafted with as many as 40 branches from different species. This means that it can produce a variety of stone fruits at the same time, such as peaches, plums, apricots, nectarines, cherries, and almonds. These magical trees look especially stunning in spring when they bloom in a palette of pink, raspberry, and white shades. Here, the name doesn't refer to just one tree, but rather to a vast colony of 47,000 genetically identical aspen trees. This colony, called Pando, is made up of quaking aspens in Utah, USA. Pando is recognized as a single living entity, since all the plants have the same genetic markers and share a common root system. This means that they've reproduced vegetatively instead of through sexual reproduction. The Pando forest was discovered and described in 1968 by dendrologist Burton Barnes, who noted the unusually uniform behavior of its trees. Spanning an impressive area of 43 hectares, this single organism weighs around 6,000 tons, making it the heaviest living organism on Earth. Despite its massive size, the Pando ecosystem is vulnerable to climate change and human impact. Researchers have observed that in recent years, the forest's recovery has slowed down. You could describe this tree as a sociopath. The honey locust has a rather unwelcoming look. Its trunk and branches are covered with formidable thorns, which can be around 10 centimeters long or even longer. These thorns are exceptionally tough because they're actually modified branches. Despite its intimidating appearance, the honey locust, originally native to the eastern half of North America, has spread widely across the globe. It's cultivated to combat soil drought, as well as for ornamental purposes and honey production. Its long, tough pods make great fodder for cattle, while the alkaloid triacanthine in its leaves has medicinal uses. The name of this peculiar plant perfectly reflects its lifestyle. Strangler figs are a group of tropical and subtropical plants that thrive through a unique form of parasitism. They began their lives as seeds that germinate in the bark of other trees. As the young plant grows, it sends roots downward while its robust shoots wrap around the trunk of the host tree, climbing higher into the forest canopy. In doing so, the strangler fig robs the host tree of sunlight and stifles its root system. As the tree perishes, the strangler fig transforms into a massive spiraling column composed of its own branches, creating a hollow space within. This might come off as rather harsh, yet it's hard to overlook how stunning strangler figs appear. Furthermore, the cavities inside these plants are vital to the ecosystem, offering refuge to a variety of wildlife. Located 7 kilometers from the Australian town of Derby is a unique tree that has become a tourist attraction. This massive hollow tree with a circumference of 14 meters has a large hollow trunk. It belongs to the boab species, a relative of the African baobab, and is around 1,500 years old. For decades, a legend has circulated about this tree being used as a temporary prison for Aboriginal people captured by settlers in Kimberley and brought to Derby to work as pearl divers. Modern researchers find no evidence to support this theory. and aim to debunk the myths surrounding it. After all, such a charismatic tree deserves to be a historical monument without the burden of dark stories. Moreover, for the indigenous people, Boabs hold significant sacred meaning. The giant sequoia known as the President is the second largest tree and the oldest of its kind on Earth, estimated to be around 3,240 years old. This remarkable tree stands alongside the size champion General Sherman in the giant forest of Sequoia National Park in California. It was named President in 1923 in honor of the 9th President of the United States, Warren Harding. In the mountainous forests of Michoacan, Mexico, at an altitude of about 3,000 meters above sea level, lies a unique ecosystem known as the Monarch Butterfly Biosphere Reserve. This area serves as the final destination for millions of monarch butterflies migrating from the eastern part of North America. By the end of October each year, these butterflies, scientifically known as Danaus plexippus, arrive in these forests in numbers ranging from 60 million to a billion, forming massive colonies that rest on the trees. The sheer weight of these insects is so great that the trees bend under their load, turning vibrant shades of orange. Butterfly colonies prefer a specific type of tree for their wintering, the sacred fir. Its dense branches provide reliable protection from winter rains and create a perfect microclimate. The butterflies are not cold enough to die, but also not warm enough to come out of hibernation. It's an amazing example of how different species coexist and how living creatures adapt to harsh environmental conditions.
Wow, that is some tree, isn't it?
The kapok tree is well known in Central America, and is even considered one of the national symbols of Puerto Rico. It grows quickly and often takes on fantastic shapes. This can be dangerous for nearby plants, as its canopy can block out sunlight over a large area. For centuries, this majestic tree has served humanity in various ways. Light and porous wood is used to make canoes and other practical items. The bark is processed to create medicines, while oil is extracted from the seeds. Particularly famous is the silky fiber, which is manually harvested from the fruit. This fiber is used for stuffing upholstered furniture, making life jackets, and serves as an excellent soundproofing material. It's hard to imagine anyone in their right mind wanting to climb this tree. The distinctive feature of the sandbox tree is its smooth brown trunk, which is covered in hundreds of toxic spikes. This large evergreen tree from the South American jungles is so poisonous that it's listed in the Guinness World Records. Its sap can cause painful rashes and even blindness if it gets into the eyes. Indigenous people in South America use the tree's toxin to poison their arrows. Another fascinating aspect of this quirky tree is that when its fruit, resembling tiny pumpkins, ripens, it bursts open and launches seeds up to 100 meters away, traveling at speeds of up to 70 meters per second.
Also called the possum tree. I don't think we have those though. And there's Sam. Look how small he is compared to the big tree. Smile, Sam, wave.
It's hard to believe that the color of this tree emerged without human intervention. This unique tree species is the rainbow eucalyptus, famous for its colourful bark. The bark of young trees is a vibrant green, but as it matures, it transforms into rich shades of blue, purple, orange, and dark burgundy. Eventually, the trunks of mature trees display all the colours of the rainbow, making it the perfect tree for a magical elven forest. The rainbow eucalyptus is native to the islands of Melanesia in the Pacific Ocean, and is the only eucalyptus species that grows wild in the Northern Hemisphere. Otherwise, it's a typical representative of its genus, being a robust, fast-growing tree that can reach heights of up to 75 meters.
All right, we're at Rainbow Falls Park, Hilo, Hawaii. And right behind the falls is this massive banyan tree. Look at that. The roots just go on forever.
The floss silk tree is a stunning plant, seemingly born from the imagination of a science fiction writer. Native to the savannas and tropical forests of South America, it's gained popularity in many warm climate countries due to its beauty. Reaching heights of up to 40 meters, the magnificent silk floss tree combines a variety of visual elements in its striking form. The tree has a rough, imposing trunk adorned with big spikes. For months, its beautiful flowers turn it into a lovely pink bouquet, while unusual, fluffy seed pods emerge that look like they're filled with soft cotton. This fiber is also used as a filling for pillows. Just looking at the olive tree of Valvis, growing in a tiny village on the island of Crete, evokes thoughts of ancient history. Its exact age is unknown, as the heartwood has been lost over time. Some estimates place it between 2,000 and 4,000 years old. Remarkably, it still bears olives, and its branches are used to weave wreaths for Olympic winners. On Crete, this tree is celebrated as a natural heritage monument, and a museum nearby shares the rich history of olive cultivation and its impact on humanity. There's something ancient in the appearance of these trees that links us to our planet's history. Araucarians belong to a very ancient family of conifers that populated all corners of the Earth during the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. Yet, about 60 million years ago, they almost entirely disappeared from the Northern Hemisphere. Today, these trees can be found in the humid tropical and subtropical forests of South America, Australia, and Oceania. The family now consists of 3 genera: Agathis, Araucaria, and Wallamia, comprising a total of 41 relic species. The Brachychiton acerifolius, commonly known as the flame tree, is perfect for those who appreciate bold, vibrant colours. Native to the eastern coast of Australia, this tree blooms with striking crimson bell-shaped flowers, making it a stunning addition to any park or garden. It's interesting that the seeds of the flame tree resemble corn kernels and are actually edible. The Ravenala is often called one of the most beautiful trees in nature, and it's hard to argue with that. The tree's crown is simply stunning. The leaves, which resemble banana leaves, grow in a single plane, creating a huge fan-like structure. Each leaf can reach up to 3 meters in length and 50 centimeters in width. But the Ravenala is famous for more than just its appearance. It's also called the traveller's tree because the water stored in its stem can be life-saving for travellers. Its leaves are also used for roofing, and the seeds are ground into flour.